door because I've decided, if you guys saw my video last week, I hung the mirror in my hallway, and I showed you guys that there was the residue from the plastic that I took off. So, and since then, I've been trying to take it off, and I'm just impatient. So, what I did was I called Pottery Barn yesterday to see about getting an exchange, and thankfully, they're going to exchange the mirror for me, and they just counting it as a defect. So, thank you. Shout out to my subscriber who kind of made this suggestion. I know I probably didn't try it as long as you did with your Windex, but like I said, I just got impatient, and I'm just like, forget this, and I just didn't know how long it would take, and even if it would have like came off eventually, but I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to take a chance, see if Pottery Barn gonna exchange it for me, and like I said, thankfully they are going to. So I am headed over to Pottery Barn to see if they could ship it out with the UPS label that they sent me, or if not, I'm hoping that at minimum they can give me a box that I can pop this thing into and then just take it to the UPS store. But once Pottery Barn see that this one that I have is going back, they're going to send the other one. So I'm so grateful for that. But let me show you, so what I did here. I'm going to turn the camera around. All right, so what I did was I just basically, so you guys know, ChatGPT has been my best friend, and I did go to ChatGPT, and they suggested a couple things like alcohol, goo, and some other stuff. But so I just tried the alcohol, and I rubbed it on here so many times, plus some glass cleaner, and it just seemed like it was just not successful. But you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see that really clear through the video, but like, it's just not. And at one point I thought maybe it was clearing up, and if it was, I'm like, this is gonna take way too long. So I'm taking this back. I love this mirror. It looks so good upstairs in the hallway, over the table, the console table. But yeah, so I will see you guys over at Pottery Barn. Let's see what they do for me.
See if I can print the shipment receipt, and then I can just take it. We can take it back.
Oh, goody.
Let me see.
So here at Pottery Barn, looks like I'll be able to leave this and they'll handle the physical return. So that's a good thing. Chess, you just walked through my camera.
And then they already processed a replacement.
They did, yeah. So they told me that.
Oh, and it was delivered.
No, it wasn't delivered yet.
It wasn't? Okay.
No, because she told me that.
Oh, once they get this, then they'll do it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I can take this.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. This worked.
So this is like your temporary receipt.
Okay.
And then
for the other one or this one?
That's for this one. And then once they receive that one, then they'll push that replacement out for your
Right. Okay.
And I wanted to see, you already printed a shipping label? Do you have one? We can print one ourselves, but I don't know if you have one with you.
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay, that's
no.
fine. We can print one.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah,
that's such a blessing.
Once they get this, I would say within a week, then they'll process the replacement.
Okay, it's a shame because the problem is that when they shipped this, it was plastic on it, and the residue from the plastic got on here, and it wouldn't. I tried taking it off, and it wouldn't come.
Filmy.
Yeah, and it wouldn't come off. So
I hope the new one didn't do it.
That's what I said. I said, could I control them not putting that plastic thing on there? So, but I don't know.
You're all set.
All right, thank you. So I left my camera in a car. So I'm actually on my phone. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys what they have. Not that you haven't been in here, but it's very Christmassy, obviously, with the holiday. But I want to show you guys the color. Go on, y'all. Stop. Don't touch it. Chloe, come on. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys this chair. This is like, she's not coming. So this is the color green that I want to get in my family room. And you guys already know, I did pick out some chairs from RH, but I just don't think they have like this deep green. But I love this green, so pretty. But I don't know, we'll see. So I may actually end up getting my 2 chairs from Pottery Barn just because they got the color green that I want. But we'll see. And these look kind of small. But I don't know. They may be perfect. The only thing I don't want the swivel. Oh. Well, I don't want no wheels on here. Like, I don't want nothing where it slides with my kids. So, but I love this chair. All right, so I got my replacement mirror in from Pottery Barn. As you guys know, the other mirror that I had hung upstairs in the hallway. It was damaged. I couldn't get the residue off from the plastic, so they gave me an exception and they replaced it. So I want to get this unboxed, and we're going to take this upstairs and put it up there and see what it's looking like.
What are you doing?
I'm
Why do you need that, Mom?
Huh?
Why do you need that? Mommy, why do you need that? Wait, why don't you open that?
Huh?
Open it. Mommy. What do you have, Mom?
It's really packed in there.
What do you have?
I felt like I didn't have such a big box the last time.
Mom, what do you have?
What's up?
I can be in it.
Huh?
I can be in it.
You can't look? What's up?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So got it out of the box. Gosh, I don't recall that being so difficult. But it tells you not to lay the box down, which I don't understand why. So I was actually trying not to lay it flat. Maybe that's just for like in transit. So I'm taking this plastic off. And so we got it in this. So we're taking this off. So this is, and then they have, you guys see, they have this other residue on here. So this is the thing that was kind of on here, the plastic. And the crazy part is, whatever they have on here. So taking it off, but this piece of plastic right here left residue on the mirror. So good thing is I've taken it off and it looks pretty good. So I don't see any residue in here. So this should, I mean, maybe just like a little bit here, but this is a lot better than the other mirror. So hopefully when I wipe it down, it will come up. So let's get this upstairs. All right, so it is actually the next day. Oh gosh, the lighting is horrible. It's actually the next day for me unpacking the mirror. So I am actually gonna go ahead and put it up. Oh, that's better. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up here, the new mirror, get it all cleaned up, and show you what it's looking like. But And I do have a little story to share with you about the mirror, but I want to get it up there first, and then I'll tell you about my experience with Pottery Barn with the mirror. It ended up on obviously a positive side of it, but it was a little bit of a struggle. So I'll tell you about that once I get the mirror up. Oh, also too, so I do want to tell you about something because we made a little change on the hooks that we put in the wall, and I want to show you what we did. So let me turn the camera around. All right, so when I had the other mirror and we initially kind of like measured and this in place where we want to put it, there were different hooks on here, and although they were good hooks, the problem was that they didn't provide enough security, and it was because of the length of the mirror and all of that, we could not nail the other hooks into a stud. And so the workaround to make sure the mirror is secured is to get particular hooks in here. So as you see, we put a nail in here. So this actually is going to make the mirror a lot more secured. Unfortunately, I know the best practice or tip is that when you have a hook, is that you really put it into the stud. But like I said, with the length of the mirror, it didn't like match up to a stud. So this is the workaround here. So just keep that in mind. So it wasn't all like, end all be all for us, because we couldn't, like with the original hooks, put it in the stud. So alternative was these hooks here. So you can find something like this at not Home Goods, but like Home Depot, any of those like hardware spots. You can probably go on TikTok or Amazon too. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get this mirror up here, and then we'll show you what it looks like. All right, here she is, the mirror that's been replaced. Yes, oh my gosh, so much better, you guys. I don't have that residue on here like it was with the other mirror, so I'm just so glad I just made a decision instead of like messing around with it for a little while, just hoping that residue would have came off. I'm glad I just made the decision to just return it and just kind of claim it as a defect. So, but I'm very appreciative that Pottery Barn did give me an exception. So generally, I don't know if you guys know this, but with Pottery Barn, the return policy is 30 days, and 30 or 60 days. But anyway, I was beyond that. So, like I said, I'm grateful that they gave me the exception to return it. But here's the thing. So when I was granted the exception, what I was told was that once they saw the mirror that I had was en route, they were going to process the new mirror, the replacement, to be shipped to me. And so I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. So I ended up, you guys had already seen, I took the mirror back to Pottery Barn and they shipped it for me. And then I just kept wondering, like, why is it taking so long for them to, process the new shipment? Lo and behold, I get an email saying that the money had been refunded. And so I'm just like, well, if my money's been refunded, they're not going to ship anything because they need to get paid, right? So I called Pottery Barn and I was just, just inquiring about what happened and blah, blah, whatever. So ultimately, it was an error on their part, and they ended up shipping me the new mirror. But the challenge that I had was, when I initially called customer service, they weren't going to even honor my original price, which was $359, and they wanted to just give me 15%. And I'm like, no, that's not going to work, because one, I got an exception to return the mirror and replace it. So you guys need to honor the price that I paid for it, which was at the promotion, because right now it's at regular price and it's like $449. And they wanted to give me 15% off of that. I'm like, no. So thankfully, the customer service rep that I spoke to, she agreed with me, blah, blah. And ended up, after Thanksgiving, I ended up talking with Pottery Barn again, and no issues. She looked over the notes and they were saying that they'll go ahead and just replace the mirror at the price that I paid for it. So I was really, really grateful for that, but just it was a little bit of a snag in the beginning because I in the beginning because I thought that they weren't going to honor it because they was giving me a little bit of pushback. But I'm glad I just stayed on top of it, and this is the end result. I got my mirror all nice and clean at the original price that I paid for, which was on a promotion. So this is how it looks. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right, y'all. I changed my mind about the area rug that I wanted out here. I just went back to, honestly, I just went back to my original thought and vision from a color standpoint. I actually really think I like the blue out here better. It gives it more of a contrast. I showed you guys this in the last video, but this was like really dirty. And I did wash it. Only thing, I don't know why that stain, I don't know what that stain is, but it is not coming out. This is a ruggable rug. And I had this rug for over 2 years. So I don't know, it just may be time to replace it. Also too, I don't know if you guys have used Ruggable or have their products, but I do think since I've had this for 2 years, after wash, I do think these, from what I can tell, they shrink. And I can tell when I rolled them out over the mat under there. So when I first got them, I felt like there was a lot more space at the end with the mat under here. And now, honestly, they're just like touching the like the edge. Like, let me show you. It's like touching the edge. When I first bought it, it wasn't like this. It was like so much more space. So I'm just like, well, these, they actually shrink. So just keep that in mind. And I kind of think, they gotta, it's strategic, right? They gotta keep you buying. So these things don't last a long time. But for the 2 years, I did get good use out of them. But I do think I'm actually going to probably just replace this and just get the same one, but just something a little brighter and cleaner without that stain over there. But yes. But anyway, I do like this better. So the rug that I got from Target, I actually moved it in my kitchen, and it actually looks really good. I think it pops off the cabinets, the blue cabinets, a lot better. So it definitely gives that contrast. And then also I was thinking the baskets, and I'm just about to order them, but the baskets that I saw at Target, they're like that earth brown tone, right? And so I also think that it'll pop off really nice with the blue. So yeah, I just think this works out better. So here's the rug that I thought I bought for the mudroom, but I ended up moving it here. So don't you guys think it pops off better, like with the blue cabinets as opposed to out there in the mudroom? It's just a much better contrast. And then of course I have to change this. So it actually changed this one here, so it's just not matching. So I'm gonna have to change this out. But like when I look at it from here, from the mudroom, it looks good. But I think I wanna change it. Change it out. It doesn't look bad, but obviously with this is like the gingham heathered gray ivory color. So yeah, but I really, really love this in front of the sink. It is washable. Like I said, it is by threshold. So yeah, now this is my dilemma. So I did go back, I went online to Target to see if they had one a little longer, maybe like a 2x10, like this one is here, but they don't have it. So what I want to do, because I'm just like, I guess I'm just anal like this, I do kind of want this to like kind of match up just because it's in front of the blue cabinets. Because if I can't, I may actually just go back to Ruggable and get the same color scheme, just in a, just in the Ruggable, right? Because unfortunately, fortunately, Ruggable, they do have longer runners, and you'll be able to order that And I think it goes up to a 2x10, which is this one right here. So, because I wanted to stretch a little further. And so what I'm going to do, I want to just move this one here to see how it looks right here, because I may actually settle for just getting two of these, but I know it's going to look shorter over here. So let's see what that looks like. Let me switch it out. Okay, so this is the runner that was in front of the sink. Like I said, it's shorter. So I don't know, I feel like I should move it down a little bit to have it a little more honestly centered between that cabinet, the refrigerator, and the oven. I was trying to I definitely want it to be, if anything, I do want it to be in front of the refrigerator and the oven. Yeah, so I wonder, put this one down a little bit. Maybe like right there. That might actually work. And obviously, it's stopping right here. I don't really, I guess it's okay if it doesn't come all the way down here. I mean, even the 2x10 didn't come all the way down here, honestly. So this may actually just work right here. So I think I'm just going to get another one of these just so to kind of match up to the one that's going to be in front of the sink. So, yeah. So what do you guys think? You guys think the shorter one right here where I had the 2x10 ruggable, does it work? Let me know what you guys think. I'm just trying to give you guys a full view. Wait, let me go on the. So this is me looking at it from the mudroom, okay, and then this is me looking at it from the opposite side. And then I'm going to go back in front of it again. So this is me looking at it like that. And then I'll give you here. So, yeah. It's not bad. I don't think it's bad, but let me know what you guys think. Definitely want to keep the blue out here. Just maybe replace the actual ruggable because of that stain. Apparently I can't get rid of the stain. And then I don't know what I want to do with this one here. I don't know. I got another runner. This is Heathered Gray and Ivory, and I wanted it to match. So I just got the other one. Unfortunately, it didn't come as long as the other one that I had here. But I'm okay with it. I think ideally I really want it between in front of the refrigerator and the ovens. So, and then, like I said, the other one didn't necessarily go all the way to the end where it was in front of my coffee bar there. So yeah, I think something like that. I probably, if I wanted a runner from the coffee bar all the way up to this pantry closet or pantry cabinet, I think I would have to probably get it custom made, because I haven't really, even with ruggable, they don't even have something as long as that. So I definitely need something more than I think 10 feet. So yeah, but this is looking so good. I love it. I love walking in and seeing both of the pair together, more unified, and I just love how it just pops. The color just pops off of the blue cabinet. So I'm glad I changed up. We gave it more of a contrast. I think the blue, it was maybe giving the other ones. Although I do love the one I got from Ruggable in here, but I just think it was just giving too much blue, right? I mean, I have the cabinets as a focal point, just the color alone, and I definitely, I think this brings more warmth to the kitchen. By it not being blue, and then yeah, so I love it. So if I would ever change these out, I'm definitely going to stick to something neutral on the floors from a runner standpoint. All right, so I wanted to bring you guys back to my mudroom to show you guys the additions, the new additions in here. So I told you guys that I saw these two baskets at Target, and I purchased them, obviously. Um, yes, and I think these were the last two in stock at the store. They didn't have any online to actually ship to me, so I'm really glad I just kind of hopped on it and just bought them. But yeah, so these are from Target, and they were, I think they were like 35 or 30 something dollars a piece. I like the fact that they're round, just because like when you look at the built-in, it's kind of square rectangular. So it gives it, I guess, a look like more of a variety, I guess, with it. So yeah, still trying to figure out what I'm going to put in the middle section there. I have some ideas. I was thinking of books. Someone suggested to me candles. So yeah, there's definitely, I think I have some ideas of what I could do in that space, or even getting a nice like tray or or something put in there. But we'll see. I'm gonna definitely play around with it, and then of course I do have to add the hooks in there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do black hooks in there. So matte black, and I think that's gonna look really cute. And then of course I have to get some. I'm just thinking of doing baskets at the bottom there. Yeah. So, yep. So it's I really love this. I really, really love it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video. I really hope you guys enjoy the vlog. Always trying to think of good content to share with you guys. A lot of times I just, you probably noticed, some weeks I'm kind of missing, MIA, and honestly, it's because I don't want to just bring you anything, right? I want to bring you content that has substance. I know, like with the whole YouTube algorithm, it's about constantly posting. Which I'm fine with that, but for me, it's like if you're going to do that, I guess you just want to make sure your content is, substantial content. You're not just doing anything. I don't know. That's just my thought right now. So yeah, so I'm hoping, that I can get back on a more consistent schedule, every Sunday at 9 a.m. You guys tune in, and please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that great stuff. And yeah, and just let me know what you guys thought about this video. Until the next one, bye-bye.